Hello everyone and welcome back to IT Videos. Today we're going to be installing ESXi, which is VMware's hypervisor OS. It's actually going to be ESXi version 8, which I've never had the pleasure of installing yet, so this is going to be a learning experience for both of us. The primary thing you want to know about ESX is the version you have needs to be compatible with the type of server you have. So make sure you check the compatibility list before you pick what version you're going to use. So here we are, we're already back into the ILO. I need to then perform remote console. I've already downloaded the ISO from VMware's website. And we have a couple different options that we can use for the installation. On one of my previous videos, I used HTML5, which is very nice, opens a new window. I have had experience of it not loading or keeping the attached disk, the virtual item, after reboot. So what we'll go with is the Java integrated remote control. And we'll the web. I'll go ahead and open this up. We'll hit run. We'll hit continue. Fantastic. So now I've already downloaded the ISO. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually mount it from our downloads, or in this case, my download. So I have actually, when you download the VMware 8, you can either get the custom image, which I have for HP. There's ones for Dell and the other manufacturers, or just the standard ISO from VMware. But let's go ahead and power this on. And what we'll want to do is we're going to boot into the virtual disk that we have mounted once this starts. There we go. We'll hit F11 for the boot menu. All right, now what we're going to do is we'll go down to the ILO virtual CD-ROM, which should have our ISO attached. Yeah, looks like it. Well, what's good here, this is actually a very good sign, which means it's actually loading the ESXi installer. Or if you're a visual person, it says it right here, not audio. While we're waiting for this, though, I would like to say that this is a new channel. I'd like to take things 10-15 minute videos, just usually one thing at a time. The last video was configuring the ILO or configuring a virtual RAID. This video is obviously installing ESX. Some of the next planned videos will be spinning up a virtual machine in ESX. Promoting a server to a domain controller, creating a new domain, adding a file server, things of that nature. I want to kind of go through these steps and just have one video at a time to make it very easy for anybody to see and watch to more specifically what you guys are wanting to do, as opposed to, you got to do this, that, and a third. If the only item you really need is number 3, then watch video number 3. and we'll go from there. Since this is going to take a little bit of a time, I might actually also pause the video and we'll pick up right when we're ready to start again. All right. Insert GIF of 15 years later, and we look like we're getting somewhere a little closer. So I went ahead and restarted the video just to make sure we don't miss anything important. All right, so we're going and hit enter to continue. I accept. So if you also remember in the previous video, when we set up the virtual RAIDs, we actually made uh, two logical drives, one 20 gigabytes and then one a little more than a terabyte that you can see here. And the reason we did that is because we want the operating system to be on the 20 gigabyte drive and then use the rest of it for the data store. So I guess I am US default. You guys will need to remember this because resetting it is not that easy. And install. What I'll do is I'll go ahead and pause this video again. Um, that way we can pick up when we're closer to the end. All right, a little short update. It appears ESXi does not want to install despite it showing as compatible for my Gen 10 server. So I have downloaded the ESX7 version and we'll see what happens. Maybe we'll have some better luck with this one. Go ahead and pick our virtual CD-ROM again. From here, the loading menu and everything should be the same. We should boot into the installer, which it looks like we are, which is good. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and pause the video again, and once we get into somewhere closer to the configuration settings, I will bring it back up. All right, we're past the loading screen. Let's see if we have any better luck this time. And if not, this video will find the trash can so fast. So fast. Yes, 20 gigabyte drive, thank you. I am from the US and I use the default keyboard. Install, please. Oh, no warnings or no errors. That's a good sign. I'll have to go back and check the compatibility matrix. Trying to figure out why version 8 would not run on my server even though it shows it's compatible. That might be a video for another day. Troubleshooting ESX and the funs and joys in life. I'll go ahead and pause the video one more time. I doubt you guys want to watch a progress bar progress. All right, looks like installation has completed. Now I do have the evaluation mode for 60 days, blah, blah, blah. Fantastic. So we'll go ahead and remove the virtual drive and we will reboot the server. Now, if I recall my boot menu options, I may be booting to other devices before I boot to that virtual drive. But we'll see. Let's see what happens. The magic of IT. Let's see what happens. And if for whatever reason it does try to boot into something crazy, we'll just change the boot menu and go from there. Hey, we're booted into ESX. Good. We'll let this load. This should then tell us what IP address the actual hypervisor gets from my ISP modem. From there, we should be able to log in and provide a static IP and do some other configuration we'll try to do real quick. Fantastic. So you can see from the screen it says go to 192.168.0.18, which is an address it picked up from my ISP modem. This is fine. This is fine. Fantastic. Now the username and password is going to be that root and the password you created during the installation. This is if you want to join the customer improvement program. I'm going to uncheck it for now. Fantastic. So we're now into ESX. Now, if you have any older versions like version 5 or 5.5, there's actually an application you need to install that will do this. But what I want to do is this. So I'm going to set a static IP address on this drive. We're going to edit. That's fine. However, we're going to set this to static. And this is actually going to be, if my host is 221, let's do 222. That's a 5. Fantastic, fantastic. Let's save. So what's actually going to happen is actually you need to close out of this now. And 192.168.0.222. Should take me back to this screen. Fantastic. I love when a plan comes together. So now we have a static IP for our host that we can get into. The next thing we need to do is configure a storage, a data store. So we're going to hit new data store. We're going to create a new one. And this is that 1 terabyte drive that we created when we configured the ILO. We made 2 virtual drives, one for the OS and one for the data store. So it's good. So host 01 data store. In this case, if I have a secondary host or I get vCenter or things of that nature, I can see everything we can do. Sure, I'll use the full disk. That's fine. Go ahead, finish. Fantastic. This is completed. We'll go back to manage. So right now, the date's obviously wrong. Things of that nature are wrong, but it is pulling up some information. Memory, we have storage, our DNS servers, default gateway, all this is fine. So what you can do, or what I do actually suggest, is go through here and get familiar with ESXi. I won't be able to show everything for you. Obviously that will take a very long time, but in the IT world, if you just click around enough, do a little bit of research, these videos are meant to be short, to the point, and helpful. So in this case, we installed ESXi, we just gave it a static IP address. We configured the local data store. If you have a QNAP or SAN, that's going to be another video that I can do later down the road. But for now, this will be good. And as always, if you like these videos, like and subscribe, and we'll go from there. Thank you. Bye.